Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's me, your girl, Peculiar Thoughts, aka Princess. We're here and we're back. If you're coming here for the first time, please subscribe, share, comment. Please, let's just interact, how we roll. And to our old time followers and subscribers, thank you so much for your support. I am grateful. Yes. And you know how we roll. We want to call a spade here. And even talk about some things that people don't want to talk about that I feel we should talk about. So please stick around, comment if you're able to, and invite another friend who's going to invite another friend. Especially for this video. I'm very serious. Like, tag your friends, tag your family members, tag your work besties, tag your buddies, tag everybody and let them know that this has to be heard. This has to be heard. So today's topic, I'm diving directly into it. How I wish there's some drum roll, but since it's not there, today's topic is toxic work environment. What it looks like if you are in a toxic work environment. Guys? Not only is this topic relatable to me, I know other people that have undergone what I'm about to talk about, and others who are in the situation and do not even know that they're in the situation. Now, something that I've learned in life is when you're in a toxic place, you're the last one half the time to know you're in a toxic place. And when you learn that you're in a toxic place, it takes a lot for you to leave that toxic place. Because half the time you're blaming every other issue, you're bringing up every other excuse, you're doing every other thing except saving yourself from that environment. And it's tough. It's tough. I'm Zambian, those watching me from the diaspora. I'm Zambian, and in the country where we're at, we're told go to school, that's your primary and secondary, then you go to tertiary, then you're told go for your dream job, okay? Now, what happens if the dream job is being given by a company that is not reasoning with you, that is not, it's not a conducive environment, it's not helpful. It's helpful cash wise because yes, a salary will come at the end of the month and that will be good, but the environment itself is not conducive. So that's something that we're going to be talking about here. Just these are the few points. When you look at these few points, assess yourself. I'm not saying quit that job if you have no plan, but please, it's important to think about yourself. Consider yourself for once. Consider yourself just for once. Think about yourself because half the time would rather blame every other factor other than thinking of leaving the place ourselves. So the number one point, you know you're in a toxic environment if your social life and every other life after work is restricted. Take note. What do I mean? A toxic work environment demands all your life to be centered on it. When you leave work, work is following you at home through emails, through calls, your boss is on you. You literally have no time out of work because even when you're physically absent, the work follows you. So that's a toxic work environment. Yes, I know some of you are going to say, no, some jobs are demanding and what. Yes, they're demanding, but don't you have any other life? Don't you have a social life? Don't you have a family life? Don't you have any other activities other than work? But you know what? This company has made you feel like they can't do without you. And yes, they may not do without you, but they've made it so bad and they've made it look like you don't deserve any other life other than the life at work. I promise you. It's so bad that whenever you step out, it's like, where is she or where is he? They're calling you. They're doing it can't wait. It feels like it can't wait. In fact, your 6 to 5 job is not enough for the company. They want to get your life after 6, your night if you're awake, literally all the time. You don't remember the last time you visited your families or had a chill with your friends? You don't remember any other time you did any other activities. Everything with you is centered around work. And sometimes it's decorated. The company will even be like, no, we'll rent you a place somewhere so that when you're doing work, you're also having a free time. Honey bear, relax. Those incentives, you even know you will not enjoy them. They can even book you at Bonanza, but you will not enjoy them because you are there at Bonanza with the access to every free life, but not accessing it because you're still on your desk doing work. So that's the first sign. Sit down. Be honest with yourself for the first time. Okay? Be honest with yourself. Ask yourself, do I have a social life? Do I have any other life other than the work life? So that's the first sign. And I want you to honestly sit. Like I said, please do not leave if you have no plan. But look out for these red lights. They are there. You're in a toxic place. I'm here to be the bearer of bad news. Secondly, you know you're in a toxic work environment if your boss treats you like a relative, whereby you hardly get your salary. You're guilt tripped to be paid at the time that you're supposed to be paid. It's even worse for a private sector that is small, or big companies whose structures are not firm. You find they're treating you in such a way like, we just got you from somewhere, adopted you, you're working for us, and we provide every other incentive. And so when it's time for you to demand your salary, it feels like you're trying to ask money from an uncle, or you're trying to ask for money from a relative who picked you up from the village, guys. Huh? No. There's an agreed time, and I understand there's some people who are working in companies that are, what am I going to call them? Businesses. So sales may differ from company to company, and you're there trying to understand your boss, like, oh my God, the sales were not so much this month, or what are we going to do? It's okay, okay? I understand you love the job and you're doing the most, but why are you not getting your salary? Why are you doing this piecework for free? Why are you not home then doing your own thing? Because at the end of the day, you're at that place, you wake up early, go to work, leave late, but when it comes to payment, it is stories. Think about it. They are reasonable stories, okay? They are reasonable stories where if somebody says they're supposed to be paid on the 1st, they may pay you first this month, next month they manage, the other month, then a story comes up. That's understandable. But for you, all the time it's story. And nobody believes you, because everyone else is thinking you work so hard and you're getting a lot. But it's harder for you to even explain, because the time is supposed to be getting your money. There's a story. Your boss is always having a story. It's either they're having mood swings, they're yelling the whole time, they're bringing up unnecessary expenses, or they're making it look like us giving you money is disadvantaging the company. But when you're giving them work the whole month, it wasn't disadvantaging you. Think about it. Think about it. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but let's just talk. Let's just speak. For once, let's just, let's talk about these things. Let's talk about these things. The third point is you feel indebted to go an extra mile. You feel indebted to do things that are not even on your job description. And it's very normal. For you, it's become very normal. And you no longer even remember what your job description looks like anymore. Because when you enter the environment, everyone is looking professional. The HR of the team gave you a list, these are the these and the these and the. Okay, that's good. But when you entered, one day, you're the operations manager. The next day, you're the HR. The next day, you're the receptionist. The next day. I'm sorry, I'm not supposed to be laughing, but guys, please tag your CEO friends. Tag your CEO parents. Please, let them just understand this, because And then, when you do all that for the company, and I love the fact that you do it, you're dedicated. That's exemplary. I love the work culture. But again, why are you doing what you didn't sign up for? Or maybe you signed up for it minus you not being sure. I feel like this is mushrooming around town, around the country, and nobody is really talking about it. And just because someone is desperately in need of a job, don't exploit them. Don't exploit them. If you're calling them to come and be the salesperson, they should not do the job of an HR, okay? No. If you're calling them to be an HR, they should not be the operations manager. And I understand they say, no, small companies would expose you to different parts and what. Can that be done willfully by the person employed? Not where the company guilt strips you to do the things you didn't sign up for. I just feel like it's not fair. I'm going to leave it here. If you have many other comments or many other things that you've noticed that you feel people have been doing this and it's giving a bad vibe, or let's call it what? It's a red flag. Let's just label it. We may just save someone, okay? It's unfair to you know, being a company that is not so well paying, it's demanding so much of your time, and even restricts you from having your personal time where you can make an extra coin. I just feel like it is unfair and very unfair. So I just wanted to share these few tips. I'm sorry for the background noise, but these tips, you need them. You need them because some of you are in a place where you're supposed to live by now. Okay? Thank you so much, guys. I'm hoping for your comments. I'm hoping for relatable stories, or maybe how else you can help people in such an arrangement. From me, your girl. Bye, and see you next time.